How good does life get when you cut out alcohol? I might surprise some of you with my answer. I am not anti-alcohol. And I know that that's kind of the trendy thing in wellness right now. And so many people are talking about how no amount of alcohol is good for you. And it's so toxic to your body and your brain and your gut and all of these things. I am like completely agnostic when it comes to alcohol, and I believe in moderation, everything in moderation, including moderation. I think it really depends on you and your relationship with alcohol. For me, like I was a hope to die alcoholic. So to answer the question, how good can life get when you cut out alcohol? I mean, it completely changed my life. Like my entire life, everything that I have is built upon that foundation of being sober and the work that I do in sobriety. So for me, it was like the most transformative thing. If you're just a casual drinker and you're thinking about cutting out alcohol, like, I don't know, I hear from some people like that they sleep better and they feel better and all of that. I think it really depends on you. And if you're feeling like you are experiencing some kind of negative consequences from drinking, then maybe it's time to examine that relationship and consider cutting it out. And, if you're not sure if you have a problem, I always tell people like stop and see if you can stop. And if you can't stop, then therein lies your answer. But if you think that you're an alcoholic, or if you feel like you are dependent on alcohol, even just in certain situations, and you feel like you might need to examine that relationship and you might need to cut it out, I sound like a broken record, but I always say that I thought that getting sober would be the worst thing that ever happened to me. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I thought that a life of sobriety meant a life of resisting the urge to drink and a life of boredom. And it's been quite the opposite. Like everything that I have in my life is a result of being sober. You can go anywhere. You can do anything sober. You can go to places where you once drank. You can do it sober. Like on my vacation, for example, people are always surprised to see me at like beach clubs and like, or out at clubs or dinner with like people that drink. And everyone's like, oh my God, your boyfriend drinks. I'm like, yeah, he has like a drink here or there. He's not a big drinker. But there's this misconception, I think, that like if you decide to give up alcohol, you're going to be white knuckling it and it's going to be running your life, trying to resist it. And that's not the case at all. Life without alcohol can be amazing. But how has it felt as a woman being able to buy and custom design my own home? It's no secret that I got a settlement from my divorce and I used some of that money to buy my house. People who push back on that, I want to be like, you would have done the same thing. And if you were with somebody for 8 years, married for 5 years, somebody of extreme wealth, that's what happens, at least in a fair situation. It's a little bit different from me being like, oh, I like bought this all on my own. But that said, oh my God, it is so expensive and it's so overwhelming buying and remodeling a house. I never would have done it if I wasn't also like in a place of professional success and making a lot of money professionally, because that would be a horrible financial decision. So I do feel proud that I'm able to do that. And I do feel overwhelmed sometimes because I'm like, where's the adult? Like, who is overseeing all of this, And it goes back to like, I've kind of been thinking about this turning 40. Like, I still feel like I'm 25 max in my mind. And you hear this from people who are older. Even my ex used to say this, like, and he was quite a lot older than me. And he said, it gets jarring when you still feel like you're 25 and you see your reflection in the mirror and, it doesn't match like how you feel internally. That's definitely how I feel. Not that I feel like I, look that much older, but I still very much feel like I'm in my 20s. Sometimes I do these like very adult things like buying a house and remodeling and things that I do in work and like professional ventures that I have right now. And sometimes I'm sitting in meetings like, what am I doing? I don't know how to do any of this. Like we really are all just figuring it out as we go. And you realize as you get older that nobody knows what they're doing. And we're all just like pretending like we know what we're doing. And we're all just kind of like adulting and feel like kids inside, I think. So that's how I've felt, but it has been amazing. It's a really good feeling to have something that is like all your own. Nobody can take it away. being able to design it like exactly to a T, exactly how I want it to be, has been a great feeling. And I love that people are excited about it. Like my community is really excited for updates and all of that. And that's a nice feeling because, a lot of you guys have been listening for years and following me for years. And it's nice to have people like invested as well and happy for the success and everything. So that's much appreciated. So yeah, it's felt pretty good. So what's my favorite part of my home? I would have to say the kitchen. And it's going to be so fun to be able to do recipes again because the layout of my boyfriend's kitchen is not conducive for like filming recipes. It's just trickier. So I pretty much designed my kitchen in my house to be able to like shoot there. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about some rooms that I haven't shown you guys, but we're shooting it in October, hopefully for publications. And so we're going to like save some for later.